You're joking. No way. No way. Oh my god, please. You cannot do this to me. Oh my gosh. Not okay. Hello guys, I'm Bethany and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a reading vlog and I'm sitting here like kind of introing it because this has been all over the place with this vlog because it was initially supposed to be a different vlog and then that just didn't really work out. So I kind of cut all that footage and just made it into one vlog, and also I had a lot of footage for this book, so I just put it all into just one vlog. Anyway, so today's video, I'm reading Magnolia Parks Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings. This is obviously one of my most anticipated releases of the year, so I had to vlog my experience, my thoughts, my feelings, my reactions reading this book. So here you go. Here's the footage of me getting Magnolia Parks 3 and reading it. So I hope you enjoy. Now guys, we need to have a discussion. I saw a few people post on Instagram that they found Magnolia Parks 3 early at their Barnes & Noble. I don't have Barnes & Noble, but we have Books A Million, so it was like this morning I'm gonna go look for it. It's Thursday before release. I was like, I'm gonna go look for it. I had high hopes, but I also didn't. I was like freaking out. I was like, if I find it, I'm gonna be freaking out. If I don't find it, I'm gonna be disappointed. Yeah. So this is my hands. I found Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. My Books A Million set it out early. It's not strict on sale. Like the publisher can decide if it's strict on sale, which means that you can't put it out to release day, but if it's not, the bookstore can put it out early if they so choose. And my Books A Million did so choose. So this is the Dutton cover, but I also pre-ordered the OG cover from Blackwell's, but it doesn't ship till release day and it's in the UK. So it's probably gonna be a couple weeks before I get that one in. But this is absolutely stunning. The gold foiling is just beautiful. I cannot wait to read this. This is the last Magnolia Parks book in the series, and I am not doing well. I'm not doing well. The fact that this is in my hands, I'm like kind of freaking out right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is very long. It's like, let's see. It's like a little over 700 pages, but I don't care. I will read anything that Jessa Hastings writes. I'm so excited to read this. I'm also like scared, but so excited for like the little sneak peek snippets that we get of the characters from Daisy Hates. Like if I see Julian Hate's name in this book, I will not be okay. So I'm so excited for that because my favorite side of the series is the Daisy Hates, but I am so excited for this book. Like I've been waiting along with everyone else to read this. It's been a year since I read the other two, so I've been waiting so long. If you've read Magnolia Parks, you know the end of that second book. Brutal. So I'm ready to read this. I have read the first chapter because that was posted. Also, it's so floppy and nice. So I'm going to eat lunch and I'm going to immediately start this. I finished a video before I went to Books A Million just in case I found it so I could read it for the rest of the day. I want to finish it before release day. I'm just gonna read it all weekend and definitely finish it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. Me literally just starts reading it. Okay, I cannot believe this is in my hands. I'm so excited. Also this cover, like the cover of the final one, is just so beautiful. I'm so excited. It's here. I'm about to read this book. I cannot believe this is happening. So to literally fall my head down. Bye. Goodbye. Why are you doing this to me? I have been reading and I'm on page 111, so a little over 100 pages in to Magnolia Parks 3. And it is so good. As I expected, like I knew it was gonna be so good. It's also very sad, which I also expected from the end of Magnolia Parks 2. If you've read it, this is gonna be spoiler free for the whole series and especially for this book because it's not out yet. Obviously this vlog will be out when the book is out, but I don't wanna like ruin the book for anyone, so I'm not gonna say much. just gonna share my thoughts, feelings about the book. So it is sad, which I expected, but I also feel like it has that like just tone of Jessa Hastings where it's like funny and her writing is so good. Like there's so many quotes. Like I've already annotated. I have kind of like color or like, what is the word? I like wrote a key in my notes because I'm going to like tab this copy and then transfer those annotations to my OG cover when it comes in. So I have dark green is heartbreaking moments, light green is like moments with BJ, like he says something sweet, and then cream is sweet moments with Magnolia. She says something sweet or she has a quote. And then I have another color, like a darker cream, that's if Julian's name pops up, because I love him. He's my favorite character. He's in the Daisy Hate side of it, so if he's mentioned, I am tabbing it. So I have those kind of annotations right now, and I've already tabbed a good bit of it because there's been just so many good quotes. It's so good. I definitely think this series is like no plot, just vibes in a way, because they're kind of just hanging out, going to eat, hanging out with their friends, doing things, but then you also get like random moments of like, oh my gosh, that's shocking, I can't believe that. Or like you're really getting the details of their like relationships and the friendship like dynamic with all the characters. And yeah, I don't know, explain it. It's not like you start the book, this happens, and it's just like going to the end. It's more like you're just kind of following these characters and what's going on in their life as if you're like watching them on TV or something. They live in high society London. They are very rich, very famous. So you're just kind of reading about that. And the writing is very much like the person, like you get Magnolia and BJ's point of view and they're like talking to you, which is really fun. So I'm loving it so far. I almost think I could get like halfway through today because I feel like I've been reading so fast. I did take a little break to do some laundry and stuff, but I feel like I haven't read a ton, like very long, and I'm already 100 pages in, so I feel like I'm reading pretty fast, which I feel like her writing is just pretty fast paced, and there's also like text messages a lot in her books, so I feel like it's just like faster to read, so I feel like I'm already pretty far into it, and I'm loving it, which I expected. Like I know this is gonna be like a 5-star read. I know it's going to be so good, and I'm already enjoying it. And it's crazy like that I've already read 100 pages of it. This is like 700 pages, so I have 600 to go, but it's just like so easy. Like you're not even looking at the pages, you're just reading and enjoying it and seeing what happens next, and it's so good. So loving it so much. I cannot believe it's in my hands and I'm reading it. Also, I feel like there's been moments where I've literally laughed out loud. Like it's just really funny. Like Magnolia is so funny, the things that she says. It's just so funny. I really like her. I really like BJ. I like all the characters. It's just so good. So that's my update. Something just happened. I'm not well. I cannot read fast enough. I'm like shooketh. Oh my gosh. Nope, I'm not doing well. No, I'm not ready for the next book. Oh god. No way. No way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not doing okay. I feel like I should give you an update on this book. So I'm on page 454. Really move. And I plan to finish this today because I have like a little over 200 pages left. Not much. And it is a romance book, so I feel like I read it faster. Well, I thought that, but I think I read like 50 pages maybe in an hour, which for a romance book I feel like it's pretty slow. Anyways, I honestly don't have much more to say that I haven't already said like in the first update, but I'm loving it so much. Like it's so good. And it's almost like bittersweet knowing you're like reading a book that's going to be like one of your favorite books of the year, if not your favorite book of the year. You're like, I'm reading this book and it's gonna be in my top 3 books of the year. It's February and I'm gonna be reading the rest of the year, and it's gonna be very hard for a book to make me feel the way that Magnolia Parks does, or the series in general. So that's kind of bittersweet, but overall it's just so good. Like, I feel like this book is like painful at times, it's funny at times, it's heartwarming, like every emotion you could possibly imagine is in this book, but I feel like it's all like necessary and needed for the journey for these two characters. I also feel like I didn't explain this series well. The Magnolia Parks series is basically like high society London. You're following these characters, their relationships, things that go wrong, mistakes, all that stuff. And so on the Magnolia Parks side, you're following Magnolia and BJ, and then in the Daisy Hate side, you're following Christian, Daisy, and Julian. There's gonna be 3 books in the Magnolia Parks series, 4 books in the Daisy Hates part. They talk about each other, things overlap. The characters in that are in this, just not their POV. So Daisy Hates and Magnolia Parks happen at the same time. Magnolia Parks 2, Daisy Hates 2 happen at the same time. But yeah, I'm just loving it. It's so good. I am so scared for Daisy Hates 3. Like, I'm terrified actually to read that, but this one is just so good. Like, it's definitely like my favorite in the Magnolia Parks series, like Magnolia Parks side of the series, and I haven't even finished it yet. It's just been so good and like healing, sad, but also like lots of character development, lots of growth. It's so good. I'm loving it, and I can't wait to read the rest. I'm gonna be so sad. Like, that's the thing. I'm like, I don't want to binge it because I'm gonna be so sad when I finish. But I also just like need to know what happens at the end, and I can always reread it, go back to my quotes. And I definitely think I'm gonna reread it. Like, when I get my other copy, I'm gonna annotate that one, and I kind of want to just reread it because it's just so good. It's just incredible. I love this book so much, and I have nothing else to say. It's incredible, which I knew it would be, and I can't believe it's in my hands and I'm reading it and I'm almost done. It's crazy. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm a little scared, but I'm hoping the most painful parts are over. Doubt it though, but I'm very excited to see what happens next. I'm just gonna keep on reading. So it has been like a little over a week. Wait, what is today? Yeah, a little over a week since I finished Magnolia Parks 3, and I wanted to give my like final thoughts, review, rating, all that stuff. And since I finished it, I obviously got the done cover and tabbed the crap out of it. But since I have read it, I got the OG cover in the mail, and it is absolutely perfect. Like, can we talk about this book? Like, can we please talk about how stunning this book is? I cannot believe this is here in my hands. Like, I've already read it, but getting this in the mail, I was literally giddy because it's so beautiful. Like, I cannot get over this cover, and it makes me want to get the Orion covers of all the other books, even though that doesn't make any sense because I already had the indie covers. But obviously, because this is like traditionally published, it is a little bit taller than the other ones, and it makes me want to get the other ones in this format, but I don't need them. So, but anyways, this new cover is just absolutely beautiful. So this is what I'm going to be holding up for this video because it's just stunning. So if you didn't know, my rating was 5 stars. Like, we all knew that. We didn't expect anything less, did we? This, honestly, like any book in the Magnolia Parks series, literally makes me rethink every 5-star book I have ever given, because there's just something about these books that's like literally doesn't compare to anything else ever. Like, I don't know how to explain it. If you've read these books, you know, there's just like nothing else that will compare to the series. And it's a very bittersweet feeling because obviously this is the last book in Magnolia and BJ's point of view, which makes me a little sad, but also I'm just like so happy with how the story ended. And I'm very scared but excited for Daisy Hates 3 and Daisy Hates 4 to get like the conclusion of that series. I just love this book. It was so good. It was painful, but it was beautiful. It was healing. There's so much growth, and I just love the love between Magnolia and BJ. I feel like BJ knows Magnolia so well. Like, he knows what she needs. He knows what she's thinking, how she feels, without her ever having to say anything, and I love that. It's just soulmate in the stars love, and it's just so beautiful to read. Like, some of these quotes in the whole series, but specifically in this book, was just absolutely insane. I couldn't believe, like, I literally have already gone back and reread quotes from this book, and I just finished a little over a week ago. So that tells you how much I love the series. It's just literally so good. I want to fully annotate to this copy, even though it's beautiful. I don't want to like do anything to it, but I do want to fully annotate my OG covers because my den covers aren't annotated. But I'm just so excited to like read this again already. I do feel like when you read the first Magnolia Parks book, you're like, oh, this is just like a toxic romance. This is just for entertainment. But I feel like when you get to the end, it's like not. It's just like so healing and beautiful, and I feel like this series reminds me about how God like can redeem anything. He can bring beauty out of anything, and I feel like in this you really see the healing journey, the growth, the like redemption in their love story, and I just feel like that's so beautiful, and I love that so much. So I just love this book. I love these characters. They feel so real to me. Like, you cannot convince me that they're not literally in London right now. Like, you can't convince me that. Also, there's an Instagram called MPU Closet, which she posts all the outfits in this book, because if you don't know, in these books, Magnolia is very into fashion, and so she literally details every single outfit she's wearing, her friends are wearing, BJ's wearing, and MPU Closet will post all of those, but obviously I got the book early, so she hadn't posted anything, so I was like looking up outfits, and it was so fun. I feel like that is so fun. It makes it feel more real when you like look up the outfits, because you're like, oh, this is what she was wearing during this moment, and it just feels so real. I don't know how to explain it. I love that. And she has been posting, like, since she got the book, she's been posting outfits from the book, which is so fun, and I love when she posts them. But anyways, I don't really know what else to say, because this book was just perfect from beginning to end. It was painful, but also there were so many like funny moments. Magnolia specifically is so funny. Like, she literally cracks me up all the time because she's just hilarious. This book was just so perfect and everything I was hoping for, and like I cannot stop thinking about it. So 5 stars, 6 stars, a million stars. A new favorite book of all time. Like, literally probably gonna be my favorite book of the year, knowing me. And it was just everything and more. So if you have not read the series, I highly recommend, and I feel like you join at a good time because you do have the conclusion to Magnolia and BJ. We don't have it yet for the characters in the Daisy Hate side, but you do have the end for these characters, and I thought the end was just so beautiful. There were so many moments where I was like crying. Literally, obviously you could tell from watching the footage, but I also was like smiling. Like, there were just so many beautiful moments. Anyways, that is this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me read Magnolia Parks 3. I loved it so much. It was everything and more that I wanted, and I cannot wait to go through and annotate my copy. I just want to stare at this book because it's absolutely stunning. So I literally always do this. I finish filming, sharing my thoughts about the book, and then I realize I forgot to say something. So I'm adding this in here, and I'm gonna outro again. So 2 things I wanted to say before I end this video. One is that the found family in the series, it's so good, it's so beautiful. I feel like in this book especially, you see all the friendships like rallying around Magnolia, and they're like funny, but also they're like there for her, and it's just so beautiful. And how BJ has his friends, and like they're all like just this one big friend group, and it's just beautiful, and I loved it. And then also there is one specific like heavier theme in this book, and I feel like Jessa Hastings did such a good job writing it. I feel like her writing is just absolutely insane, but I feel like specifically in this, with the specific theme, like topic in this book, she did it so well, and I feel like it's like so relatable to so many people, and I just loved it. So 2 things that I forgot to say in this video, but I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon for my next one. Bye.